Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another RebelScum.com video. Today, we are talking about, or at least starting to talk about, the pod race. The big Boonta Eve pod race of the Phantom Menace. Probably one of the most iconic portions of the Phantom Menace. Now, I know there's some fans who are going to go, ooh, prequels, but I love the prequels. I love Phantom Menace, especially when I was a kid. It was the first Star Wars movie that I grew up with. It wasn't the first one I watched, but it was one of the first ones that I grew up with and watched quite a bit, and there were just a lot of cool things in it for me. And the pod race was one of those. I mean, I think just about everybody can universally agree that the pod race was really, really cool. A lot of awesome things happened, and there was a lot of cool expansionary stuff into the Star Wars universe because of it. So we got a lot of some of the toys over here from over the years in 3 3/4 scale. You'll notice there really isn't any 6-inch stuff, and there's a reason for that. And that's because while there are crossover characters that bleed over that I will be covering in one of the later videos for Black Series, there really isn't any characters or figures dedicated to the Boonta Eve pod race of the Phantom Menace. Yes, there's a Jar Jar. Yes, there's Qui-Gon. Yes, there's Jabba. Soon to be Bib Fortuna. But other than that, that's for Black Series, that's really it. So not a whole lot to cover there, but I will cover it a little bit in one of the future videos when I talk about the audience, the participants, because there's a lot of figures in both pod race pilots and pod race audience. So those will be a couple of other videos. Stay tuned for those. But for now, there is a lot of characters stretching from, of course, the first of the Phantom Menace actual toy line all the way up even to the vintage collection, as you can see right here, where I have like a VC Jar Jar and one of the VC Pod Racer pilots over here to my right. Of course, there's various versions of Jabba. There's Watto's box. This is going to be part of that audience portion in a future video coming up. And there's even pod racers in 3 3/4 scale. So we only have a couple of them. More on that when I talk about the pod racing pilots. I'll cover the pod racers then too. But we got a couple in 3 3/4 scale as early as the Phantom Menace toy line with some playability. So here's Anakin's pod racer as we see it in Star Wars The Phantom Menace. It even comes with a little pod racing pilot Anakin. I'm going to sit him back in there. So you can grab his controls. There we go. Get back in there. You gotta beat Sebulba. Gotta win your freedom here. There we go. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited about talking about pod racing toys? Have you been interested in trying to figure out how to complete your collection of pod racing characters and maybe even vehicles? Well, you're going to get to learn all about it here pretty soon. So stay tuned. Make sure you follow us on social media, like and subscribe, and check out RebelScum.com daily for all kinds of news, articles, and new videos. And go to RebelScumShop.com for all kinds of awesome exclusive merch. That's it for today. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. Stay tuned for more. May the Force be with all of you, you Rebel Scum.